We better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25. The other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And the Ducks will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Line play action. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. So Oregon's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show for this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Oh, he's got some speed. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, still looking. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Scanning the field, it's Knight. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. He leaves it with the back. Hard running there. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down.
of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback.
Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for room. It's Lyle. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Dropping back, it's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Looking to throw again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll leave it with him. Spins away from the defender. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's second and 11.
Really good job by this defense. Understanding responsibility football. Playing the first option. Playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Buys a little time. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Moore. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to fire to the left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Ducks are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got
Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the catch at the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. The toss to the outside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Pocket breaking down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Oregon. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Holding. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. It's a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately. Those last 2 running plays went nowhere. At this point, you wonder if you just run it again, putt, and regroup. Rushes on him. Looking for a big play. Pulls it in on the left. Open spaces. No one there to stop him. except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back.
Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Cal just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Berkeley. They'll enjoy this one all week. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Grab behind the line. It's Lyle.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Bring in the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the touchdown, Notre Dame. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Back to throw, it's Knight. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on! Across the 35, out of bounds, and the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, this defense is being challenged in the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter. And already, this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Washington.
That's a good idea offensively. Try to get this guy the football in space on the perimeter of the field, throwing him the swing pass, and see if he can make something happen.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grab goes to the middle. It's Burton. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Completes it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. To the air on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got him 1st and goal.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible. Allowing the pass rush to get upfield. And at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
To the air, it's Knight. Trying to barrel in. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? One man in the backfield, and he gets it. There he goes. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs falling. You just can't do it better.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Might be looking to run. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even going to bring out the change to measure this one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are
right into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moore will throw. Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Makes the catch. It's Burton. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Ducks are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. So now it's second and long. Out of the gun. The running back has it. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. They got to keep that up here in the second half.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
The Ducks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll toss it to the left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, and now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He's got it. One try is good as they build on this lead.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore, so you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
He'll bring it out. It's Keith. And the returner will be brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Complete to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Off-play action on first down. He wants to go deep. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Moore to the air. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's the hit. Stands in and takes the hit. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, I can tell you haven't played the position. If you can't step into throws and you can't follow through, it obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
Finding in a... Got him on the return. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a... Hayne lengths to move the sticks. The power of Austin Stadium on full display. The house of Loud is deafening on this third down. He'll keep it on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Looking for the end zone. And here's the third interception of the night. Powers through. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set him up with an
football and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And down he goes back at the 3.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
He tries to take the top off. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. You guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the 1st down, but they also need some breathing room. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Ducks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking downfield, it's Kamara. Oh, they're after him! And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Leads it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The quarterback may change this route. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that 1st down marker.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, you're just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way, it's the defense that kind of relaxed for a second. You can tell they had a plan. Ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's going for it all. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, you know, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and you see how everybody was impressed. When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Off play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got a man. It's Washington. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it. It's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Moore will throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offensive line.
Rides the back and leaps. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it! The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Moore to the air. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Ducks are marching down the field. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. The snap sets up the throw. There's the pressure. And he's dragged down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away time and secure the victory. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Lyle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The throw. It's complete to the right. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for a score.
Man, really nice job on this offense. Look at the play action. Really sell the fake. You watch people, they scramble up, they go up to play the run. Nice job, quarterback, putting his foot in the ground, completing the pass, and getting them.
Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the back, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Kentucky opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. To the air. It's Kamara. Got out of trouble and throws. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
I think at this time you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They finally get to him. The what a play there to pick up the first down. And they spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Snagged in the middle, it's Tuggle. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, it's Kamara. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as number 6 right there.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment in a 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. On the set. Here we go. To the air on first down. He lets one fly deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.